exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the California Golden Bears, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Pulls and fires complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Powers through the defender. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll give it to Johnson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job on the defensive end snap, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll go to the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And they just kind of sneak that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5 plus. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Hand off from the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Morrison. Takes the easy one to the back. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Motion from the back. Off the play fake on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Quarterback on the keeper. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go!
The give to the tailback. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he got loose. And he'll finish the line in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's the pressure. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Works the middle. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in, it's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Morrison. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Pulls it in on the right. He's loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And his throw is incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Going deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? The Golden Bears have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
That's a really, really good route by the receiver. It's called a corner route. Did a great job sticking his foot in the ground and running towards the sidelines and running right to that hole in the defense.
Touchdown, Cal! Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
He'll keep it himself. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Here comes the heat. Got rid of it just in time. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. The give to the back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Kent State is currently ahead inside a jam-packed Dick Stadium, but the Golden Flashes have not been able to separate themselves offensively. They are up by 7 over Northern Illinois. Any big developments here on the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw on first down. Finds some time. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, get him to the ground for no gain.
So now it's 2nd and long. Finds his man. It's Marsh. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Really solid timing here between wide receiver and quarterback. You see curl routes all the time. Got to do a good job. As soon as he breaks and starts to curl back to the quarterback, you see he throws the football right to him. Great timing.
Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Unloads it downfield. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
The throw to the outside is complete. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Back to pass, it's Morrison. He's going to fire deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. The defender was right there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Rides the back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Well, after that incompletion now, you got 4th down in your own end, but based on the fact they've scored 2 touchdowns and kicked a field goal now, they've been looking pretty good. And if I'm the head coach, I think I'm putting a lot of faith and trust in my offense to go get this thing.
The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive. Turning it on! Made a defender missed. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
And man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage.
A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Fires to the middle. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he is just at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Who needs that smell salt? Goodness gracious, that linebacker just opened the eyes of the running back, running through the hole and hitting him right in the mouth.
And, man, he may have to have the molars checked out after that one, but at least he was able to hang on to the football.
Secure that football. It is hard to do when you get hit that hard, especially when you get that face right there on the football. Nice job by the back holding on to the ball.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Working that left side now. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain, no first down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Morrison. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, they're after him. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get. And
he's looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Gets the first himself. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next.
He lets one fly deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he muffs it. It's loose. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Back to pass, it's Morrison. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. That is no good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Golden Bears will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Great protection there. Plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
And he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole, quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
Gives it on the option. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Looking to throw, it's Morrison. Under fire. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
The Gamecocks will try to convert on 4th down. Sends it back in motion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The short hands, it's Clark. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, the inside give. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Might be looking to run. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Back to throw, it's Morrison. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They'll try the run, and he's knocked down.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Henson. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throws to the tight end. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Rush is on him. Quick shovel pass. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Looking left. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
The throw. This time it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets out.
Oh, it's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle and prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Punt is on its way. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll will be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. To the air, it's Morrison. He's got it. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
It'll be 3rd and long.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Creates a little space. It may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. And the Golden Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll try the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Morrison. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab. They'll move. Canes getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Let's go.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Off play action. They'll go with the quick touch pass. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for him.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Morrison. Bringing the heat. Finds a man on the left. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run play action. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man downfield.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll go to the toss. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
He had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15.
Green 25.
Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They go to the draw. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
We got all these fancy pass plays and all these fancy formations and shifts and motions and all this stuff you make me think about as a defensive guy. And then you slip that in. Really nice job by the offense, hitting you with the draw, with the unexpected. Nice job getting a big gain.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. The play action fake. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. To the air, it's Morrison. It's complete to the left.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
42 Spiders. Terrier.
He wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, South Carolina. They move on top here in the 4th.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Northwestern is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better. What a shocker today at Evanston. They're trailing by 17 to Coastal Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, but you're going to have time to throw.
Here's the pressure. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Fourth quarter, we're getting later in the game. You give up a big play, you don't get down on yourself. Nice job on this defense, staying positive. Then you get after the quarterback and get the big sack.
The Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Pucks it out of the air. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Here's a throw downfield late. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only one possession on fourth down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Defense still with a couple of timeouts. They can force the issue, make the offense snap it again as they take a knee on this one. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.